even sure we could get up here today from New York, but we did. We're so glad that we didn't miss this event. So this is my sister Natalie, who writes the Magic Treehouse Research Guides, the nonfiction, and I'm Mary Pope Osborne. And I always tell this sad little tale of how I broke this finger 2 winters ago, and as I was going into the hospital to have it operated on, I fell and broke my right wrist, right outside the hospital door. So I had 2 fingers the whole time I wrote Leprechauns in Late Winter. I used just these 2 fingers to write that book. But as a result, a good thing happened indirectly. I couldn't sign books because I have a plate in this hand. So Random House used my signature for stamps that look like my signature, and they put it in all the books. And that's freed us up to have a picture made with a group of children in a family by the parent, a cell phone picture or whatever you have, as long as you don't use a flash because it affects our eyes. But what we're going to do is be over here. You'll come this way, quickly move your kids into place, 1 or more of a family, and we'll pose, and then you'll go to this table and all your books will get stamped, which is also a nice little surprise because we used to just be able to do 1 or 2 book signings. So this way I also get more contact with the kids. And before I start, I want to show you one thing, because I'm working on new Magic Tree Houses and Natalie's working on new nonfiction books all the time. And we have 2 coming out in this coming year that I have the covers for. But before I show them, we do this everywhere we go. It's the most helpful thing we do, is get the kids and adults to vote on ideas we're thinking about. And that's what I've been doing for almost 20 years. And I think that's why this series is still going, because I get the input of the kids. So the ideas we're thinking about, now you'll vote just 1 time, so here are all my ideas first. The first idea I'm thinking about is Cleopatra on the Nile River, an adventure with the Queen. And the second one I'm thinking about is panda bears in China in the rainforest. So you have to think about panda bears. I'm thinking of a sports book, and I would either do baseball or soccer. So we'll just call that the sports book. Then I'm thinking of Abraham Lincoln, the president, who might also be visited as a child. And then lastly, I'm thinking about rescue dogs, where Jack and Annie might go to the Alps and work with St. Bernards, and Natalie's book would be Hero Dogs. And she would have nonfiction for each of these subjects. So if you can vote only 1 time, how many most want Cleopatra on the Nile River?
Raise your hand.
There's an Egypt fan there. Okay. How many most want panda bears in the rainforest? How many most want a sports book, like either baseball or soccer? How many most want Abraham Lincoln? I like the grown-ups. And how many most want dogs, rescue dogs, and the Alps? Okay, well, 2 of those books are being done right now, and the rest will probably be done. And these are posters of covers that are in progress being made, so you'll see it differently when it's finally a book. But the book that's coming out next August is Dogs in the Dead of Night, and it's Jack and Annie go to the Alps and have an adventure with St. Bernards. And the wonderful secret I'll tell you is that Jack and Annie have a little potion and they become dogs themselves. So my life dream was realized. Natalie and I are insanely in love with dogs, and we love them now more than ever because we learned so many wonderful things about dogs. So this is the Dogs in the Dead of Night. And the next one I got the day I left New York 2 days ago, or left home in Connecticut. It's a sketch for the next cover, and some of the dads will be happy because it's Abe Lincoln at last. And this is just a sketch, so this could change a lot, but I think it's kind of cool. You get Abe and you get Jack and Annie running after him, and so we're excited about this book. We're both working on this now on our book tour in our hotel room, so ever working on Magic Tree House. Thank you so much for coming, and I look forward to seeing all of you up here.